On the Global TV News Express, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu celebrates his 73rd birthday today. In business, NESG urges federal governments to sustain 2.2 MBPD oil production for 2025 budget feasibility. And on the foreign scene, 4 killed in mass Russian drone attack on Ndripo. Now to the world of sports, Lagos to host international boxing clash. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Express and Global Television. Coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Ramsey Enoch Agbo. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times 276. You can download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. The governor, Benue State, Hyacinth Alia, joined millions of Nigerians and the world leaders to celebrate President Bola Tinubu on his 73rd birthday anniversary. Alia, in a statement by his chief press secretary, Teso Kula, in Makurdi, appreciated God for the gift of life and the strength granted to the president. He said the President Tinubu had shown Benue considerable love, given the numerous appointments, infrastructural development projects, and other federal government interventions in the state. The governor appreciated the president for always putting Benue at the front of his Renew Hope agenda. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu joined fellow Muslims at the National Mosque in Abuja for a special Ramadan Friday prayer session. The significant event coincided with the president's birthday, which is happening today, and comes 2 months before his administration's 2nd anniversary. Our correspondent, Godwin Sunday, joined us with the report.
This collective prayer is seen as a powerful tool for guiding the nation towards progress and harmony. The prayer section aimed to promote unity and spiritual reflection, with President Tinubu inviting the public to join in spirit by offering prayers at their places of worship in commemoration of his forthcoming 73rd birthday.
Feel good, feel happy, and give thanks to Almighty Allah that has protected us so far and continue to answer our prayers, accept our ibadah. That is key and very important to all of us. A prayer for our country to stabilize, keep in peace, and safeguard our people, all the citizens.
The National Imam seized the opportunity to offer special prayer session for the president and urge Muslims to be committed to national development, while urging citizens to pray for divine guidance, unity and healing of the land.
Special prayer for
Godwin Sunday, reporting for Global TV News.
President Bola Tinubu has given presidential assents to the investment and security bills, thus providing a robust regulatory framework in Nigeria's capital market. According to a statement made available by the Security and Exchange Commission, the new Investment and Security Act 2024 repeals the Investment and Security Act 2007 and introduces key reforms aimed at boosting investors' confidence, strengthening market oversight, and aligning Nigeria's financial market with global best practices. Commenting on this milestone, the Director General of the Security and Exchange Commission, Dr. Emomotimi Agama, lauded the President's assent as a transformative step for the country. It has been a time to reflect on the impact of religious activities. Global TV correspondent Ugochukwu Mobuno interviewed some persons on the effect of the celebration on the cost of food and transportation.
Salam alaikum. As Muslims all around the world celebrate the Ramadan fast, we have taken to the streets to ask people how they've been coping with the high prices of foodstuff in the market during this time, and also what the holy month means to them. I am Ugochukwu Mobuno. Please come with me. So Muslims share their Ramadan experiences during the prayer and fasting season, from the meal they could afford for iftar and sahur to the various activities leading to the Ramadan period. Some traders expressed their displeasure on the high cost of food prices and how it has affected sales during the Ramadan fast.
People that come to and you know, this Ramadan money, no different like I said before. Now I'm already the manager now. Somebody doing business now.
I think it has increased relatively because things I used to buy cheaper, like where I am right now, it's really different. Price has increased.
While lamenting on the hike in transportation during Ramadan period, travelers have shown great concerns as some say they can't travel as usual during Eid.
Where I go travel, the money for motor they cost. Where I go now, I'm burning Kebi, now 18,000 motor. I go see the money to go enter motor. Look now, I tell the Baba, make a help a big.
Muslims in Imo State also are getting ready for the celebration of Eid al-Fitr. Nigerians lament over the financial constraint caused by rising food and transportation costs. Our correspondent Amarachi Ibe report from Owerri on how residents are coping with the situation.
At Amawosa in Owerri, a major hub for the Muslim community, preparations for Salah are difficult to travel and celebrate with their loved ones.
No, last year we bought rice almost close to 100. But now, what they are selling bag of rice at shop is 80,000 because I priced it yesterday. 80,000 they are selling it. Some places it depends of the rice.
Market is moving small, so it's not like last year. Last year we have market more than that, and people is getting business more than this year. This year things is hard. We thank God we manage ourselves like that.
For traders, the challenges goes beyond personal celebrations. Fabric dealers who source their goods from Kano State says the rising cost of transporting materials to Imo State has significantly affected their businesses, reducing their profit margins.
Doing business very well, but the customer are crying, but because of transport, everything from at the buy market from Kano to here, we are paying for transport. It's one bear now, and we charge like 20 before reach Imo State. So yes. The thing will just the grades of Madam next year.
Nigerians blame high fuel price for festive season while urging people to budget carefully and explore alternative options to manage expenses during the festive period. From Owerri, Amarachi Ibe reporting for Global TV News.
The Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Command, Olohandare Jimo, has ordered the immediate deployment of conventional police personnel, the elite strike forces and tactical unit of the Nigerian Police Force to all strategic locations in Lagos State, saying that the move is to ensure a hitch-free Eid-Fitr celebrations in a statement posted on X handle. The Police Public Relations Officer, Police Lagos State Command, the Chief Superintendent of Police, Benjamin Huntein, said the deployment will also target identified black spots and flashpoints to prevent crime and criminality, remove fear of crime from the mind of all Lagosians and visitors alike during the Eid-Fitr celebrations. In a bold step towards deepening diaspora connection through cultural initiative and investment, the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. Honorable Abike Dabiri Rewa has applauded Dr. Crystal Chanchagi, Chief Executive Officer of Kids Multicultural World, Las Vegas, Nevada, for building and instilling the spirit of multiculturalism among kids. Our correspondent has the report. Dr. Crystal Chanchagi, a Nigerian American from Taraba State, shared her passion for preserving Nigerian culture among kids in the diaspora. She expressed her commitments to promoting cultural heritage through her platform, pledging partnership with the commission, also adding that her annual cultural festival in Las Vegas, Chicago, and Texas serve as an avenue for over 36,000 kids of different nationalities to embrace their roots.
My message is, when you live in Nigeria, remember why you live in Nigeria. And when you go out there and you gain the knowledge, come back and fix those things that made you leave Nigeria. Because I'm not going to wait for the president. I've invested so much funds. I really want you guys to go to my page, investigate me, Instagram, Google, whatever you want to do. You're going to see press articles. I've done so much, but obviously I'm willing to partner now. I'm willing to partner now. Whatever event I have, I'm going to partner with the office to include you guys. We're doing it together.
Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Erewa, represented by Dr. Sule Yakubu Basi, Secretary to the Commission, acknowledged the power of the diaspora in driving national development, describing them as formidable force shaping key sector of the economy. Basi says the Nigerian Diaspora Mortgage Scheme is designed to facilitate home ownership for Nigerians in the diaspora, noting that Nigerian Diaspora Investment Trust Fund is to be run and managed by the diasporans themselves, as well as diaspora medical missions that provide free healthcare services in the country, emphasizing that Nigerians in diaspora engage in different activities.
And the diaspora have 5 things that they bring to the table. Whenever you hear the word diaspora, they have 5 things they bring to the table. They have resources, they have talents, they have skills, they have global exposure, and then the 5th one is they have global networks. And these 5 things are what you need to catalyze development in any economy. Okay? So because of that, we won't just sit down and allow 20 million of our population to be out there without engaging with them. Many have different reasons for being out there. Okay? And a lot of them are youths. A lot of them are the best of the best in medicine, in engineering, in entrepreneurship, in education, in agriculture, in economics, and the like.
The scheme is designed to facilitate home ownership for Nigerians in diaspora. Ramsey Enoch Agbo reporting for Global Television News. President John Mahama has visited his Nigerian counterpart, Bola Tinubu, at the State House in Abuja. The first visit since his inauguration on January 7 is to brief President Tinubu, who also doubled as the chairman of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of States and Governments, on his recent visit to Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. Godwin Sunday has the details.
While briefing journalists, the Ghanaian president, John Mahama, says he was in Nigeria to keep President Bola Tinubu updated on diplomatic efforts with the military junta leaders of Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso aimed at addressing regional security and stability. Mahama acknowledged the complexities of the regional issue, but assured that with continued constructive dialogue, all pending issues between the Alliance of Sahel States and the Economic Community of West African States will be resolved.
Twofold: to thank him for the honor done me during my inauguration, but also to brief him on a visit I made to the Sahelian countries, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. and to bring him up to date with some of the issues that I discussed with him. As ECOWAS chairman, it's my duty to come and brief him on some of the concerns that were raised there, so that we continue to see how to dialogue with those other countries.
Most definitely, sir. The region will be willing to have the 3 Sahelian countries back. Any good news from there?
Well, it's a complicated situation, and it's not as easy as we might think, but we just need to continue to dialogue and see how we can continue to cooperate together.
In his response, President Tinubu says his talks with the 3 alliance of Sahel states were essential to safeguarding lives and fostering prosperity across the region.
Indeed, very happy of the effort is made to have a bridge between the AES countries and the ECOWAS to ensure security of life and properties of our citizens, of those countries. Not much about us, the leadership. The citizens must be the first reasons together.
Godwin Sunday, reporting for Global Television.
When News Express return, Wicked vows aggressive revenue collection in FCT amid 262 billion naira 2024 IGR. Details coming shortly, plus foreign and sports stories on the other side of this break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Now from the world of business, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Barrister Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, has vowed to aggressively pursue revenue collection through taxes and ground rent payment in the FCT to fund impactful projects in the state capital amid a record collection of 262 billion naira in internally generated revenue for 2024. In a statement by his Director of Press, Anthony Ogunleye, Michael Ango revealed this during the service annual sensitization campaign aimed at mobilizing FCT residents for voluntary tax compliance. The Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation has called for increased financial literacy among Nigerian youths, equipping them with the knowledge and tools necessary to make informed financial decisions and building long-term financial security. Speaking during the Financial Literacy Day 2025, outreach to students of Government Secondary School Kuchingoro in Abuja as part of Global Money Week activities, NDIC officials emphasized the importance of early education on savings, budgeting, responsible spending and investment. The senior manager in the Insurance and Surveillance Department of the NDIC, Madina Mustafa, highlighted the corporation's statutory mandate and its role in promoting public confidence in the banking system. And now on the foreign scene, China's President Xi Jinping sent a message of condolence to Myanmar's junta chief a day after a devastating earthquake killed at least 1,000 people. Xi expressed deep sorrow over the destruction and said China is willing to provide Myanmar the needed assistance to support people in affected areas. In his message to junta chief Min Aung-Hlaing, China's foreign ministry said in a statement, the 7.7 magnitude quake struck northwest of the central Myanmar city of Sagaing on Friday afternoon, following minutes later by a 6.7 magnitude aftershock. Guinea's ex-dictator Moussa Dadis Camara, who was sentenced to 20 years in prison over a 2009 massacre, was pardoned for health reasons by the West African country's junta head. According to a decree read out on national television, following a landmark trial, a court found Dadis Camara guilty of crimes against humanity and sentenced him in July 20 years behind bars over what is considered as one of the darkest pages of Guinea's history. On September 28, 2019, at least 156 people were killed by gunfire, knives, machete, or bayonets in a massacre at an opposition rally, according to an UN-mandated International Commission of Inquiry. The United States has condemned the killing of Cameroonian soldiers serving in the multinational Joint Task Force in Nigeria's Lake Chad Basin. In a statement by the U.S. Embassy in Yaoundé, expressed condolence to the Cameroon, describing the attack as heinous act of terrorism. And now from the world of sport, the Junior Yellow Greens didn't make a perfect start to their quest for a 2026 ICC Under-19 World Cup ticket after losing their first game against Namibia by 10 runs at the Tafawa Balewa Cricket Oval in Lagos. Nigeria is hosting the final phase of the ICC African qualifiers, with 5 other teams jostling for the sole ticket through the tournament. Captain Francois du Plessis won the toss for Namibia and elected bat first, sending Agafa Karim and his teammates to field. As we end the Global TV News Express, let's take a look at our top stories. President Bola Tinubu celebrates his 73rd birthday today. And in business, the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, that is NESG, has called on the federal government to maintain crude oil production at 2.2 million barrels a day to ensure the viability of the 2025 budget and stabilize the economy. And on the foreign scene, a Ukrainian area's regional head says 4 people have been killed and another 21 injured in a mass Russian drone attack on the central Ukrainian city of Dnipro. Then from the world of sports, 6 nations will converge at the Bolmara Convention Center on April 18 for a high-stake boxing tournament that promises to pit elite fighters against each other in a test of skill and endurance. That's it on Global TV News Express. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen by using @Global TV NG. You can download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. I am Ramsey Enoch Agbo. Thank you for watching.